And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year, Pete Alonso. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, bro, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out. Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
George Valera digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Stock center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Next offering is in for a strike.
Okay.
There goes the runner. Now he breaks his back. Sneaks through, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go away and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runners on the corners with one gone. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Checks over to first, back safely. Right through there for a strike. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one lifted in the air center field. And it drops in. Here's the throw. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
He wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Brian Riccio. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Pulls that one foul.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
1-2 now. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of bowling. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Naylor at the plate now. 2 on, 2 outs. That one is upstairs.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
Wouldn't chase that time. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. 2 outs, bases loaded. And now the rookie second baseman kicks and deals. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forced forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
2 outs, bases full. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. That smash towards center. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Guardians 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, and towing the slab, Joey Cantillo. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical when he's got it. Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in, Jackson Holliday.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the 1st out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
The 2-1. Good eye right there.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base. Batting 4. The first baseman, Pete.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 on, 1 out. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Westberg at second, Henderson at first, 1 gone. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it, but that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is Taylor Ward. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And now the lefty. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, Guardians-Orioles.
Guardians-Orioles.
Just missed. The line to kick the pitch. That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him looking for the K. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. The pitch. That one misses. 3-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Left-hand batter waits. Bats and misses. It's a strikeout.
You're usually going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a long-throwing pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Guardians lead one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Next offering is foul back. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And now, Jeremiah Jackson. That one down the line. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield.
He was all over that one. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The Orioles down by a pair. Bottom half of inning number 2. Step off throw to first. Jackson back in on a dive. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Kicks and fires. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
2 down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out of the foul tip. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. The pitch. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Brian Rocchio will hit next.
Designated hitter. Brian.
1 out, bases empty. And another ball.
1 strike.
And that's ball 4.
That's foul.
Now batting. Catcher.
Man at first with 1 gone. Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Cowser on his way over. Cowser puts it away.
The batter second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
Now it's the second baseman. Rocchio, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the righty deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 1 left for the Guardians, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the rookie center fielder, Colton Cowser. Right side, hard hit. Over to first, and a quick out, number 1.
The batter, the third baseman, Jordan.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jordan Westburg now at the plate. A little bit high. 3 balls and a strike.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The Guardians leading by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
The 1-1. Just missed. That misses the zone. 3-1 now. 2 outs. Strike 2.
3-2.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there, and they're down 2-0. Here in Baltimore, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Angel Martinez. There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So man aboard, and up next for Cleveland, Guardians-Orioles. That clips a corner. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in now. And another ball. Out to short. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. So in now for Cleveland, George Valera. Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Martinez, the lead runner at second. Kwan over at first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked. That's about as nasty of a spread as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball, that's inside.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 2 outs. That's down and in. Kyle Manzardo on deck for the Guardians. And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser racing over to make the catch. Guardians strand a couple. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson. Up and in, 3-1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. If you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Henderson around second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 2-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So up next, Jeremiah Jackson. And a count 1-2. Rutschman at second with 2 down. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tyler O'Neill waiting on deck for the Orioles. Back to work. 3-2 now. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The O's add 1 on an RBI double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Chris Bassett.
At this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated. frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. He didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Now, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Brian Rocchio. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor will hit next. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a pop-up under it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 2-1. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
The designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
At the belt and fires. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. And O'Neill is retired.
Up next is the center fielder.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 1 down, base is empty. Got him. And there's 2 down.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In the air to left center. Martinez makes the catch, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping up for the Guardians, number 10. The wind and the pitch. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. And a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. Down the line. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Wood makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 down, nobody on. That one just misses, and it's a full count. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Righty delivers. base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, George.
Digging in, George Valera. Swings and misses. And the count, 1-2. Arias, the lead runner out at second. Kwan at first, 2 out of the inning. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but can't get anyone across. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Orioles 1. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading
and
off
here is Jackson Holliday.
The second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Ripped towards third. Fires over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Arias moving under this one. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
Now, the first baseman,
And now, Pete Alonso. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're down 2-1. Top of inning number 7. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Henderson over to first in time. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Now it's the Guardians DH, Ryan Rocchio. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's the catcher to hit, Bo Naylor. Big swing and a miss.
2-2, Sam.
Righty to the plate. Now a check swing, but he held up. Left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
And the batter now, number 10. He's got it. And that'll do it. Guardians lead 1. They lead it 2-1. And a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Matt Vesta.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And into the box for Baltimore, Taylor Ward.
The left field.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit on the ground to the right side. Manzardo takes it himself and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. The 2-2. Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first. Rutschman retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Ramirez in position. He's got it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And our score remains 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ennis.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here it comes. And that one off the outside edge.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The bat, number 13.
And now Gabriel Arias. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Keegan Aiken up and throwing. Number 60 also getting ready. And that's in the dirt. That one is absolutely belted. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Man at second. And that one almost got him. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And now the right fielder, George Valera. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. Kicks and deals. And that's downstairs and outside. That's the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Orioles 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hunter Gaddis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're playing these situations.
1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something and just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And now Colton Cowser. And another ball. And that one fouled off. And the tying run is on base.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And he deals. Bounced up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Roll into third. He is safe.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now they've got to find a way to get the job done. Tying run at third, less than 2. This is a huge at bat coming up.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there. And so now 1-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And that one is lifted in the air. Valera after it. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Safe. And we are tied.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Pitch is in there. 1-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. Through 8 full, we are tied 2-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 60.
Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 60.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
Right through there for a strike. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Line drive, base hit.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Kyle Manzardo, the next to hit. Right-hander kick steals. Runner on the go.
1 ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
The 1-2. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one rookie, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. And another ball. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And now the count filled up 3-2. Bo Naylor next to bat for Cleveland. And a payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. The pitch. Hammered on the line, base hit. Heading for the plate. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the second baseman. Now time called at the plate. Man on second, 2 down. This one high in the air to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, number 36.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one including. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
One-run game, so now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. 1-run game, bottom 9. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment to get back on track. His team needs him.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Splits the plate, and the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Orioles down to their final out. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Well,
It's inside.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit, but you've got to stay within yourself.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And starting in this one, Shane Baz.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
And a pitch. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Jackson makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. This team, Chris, not one that gets a lot of production from hitting homers, so they've got to find offense in other ways.
Yeah, Boog, hit sequencing is so important for this team. You know, getting that walk at the right time, coming up with that next knock or extra base hit so that you can actually play to run. If not, then you see the record go in the direct opposite direction of where it could go. So, you know, a team like this, the good thing, they're going to battle, they're going to put the ball in play, and hope that they can find those holes.
Hits, it misses, it's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. Chop back up the middle. Henderson on to first, and Ramirez is set down. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Oriole Park, and pitching in this game, Ciccone. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ball.
And another ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Diving, makes the grab.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Next to hit, Jackson Holiday. And he deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Gunnar Henderson. Left-hand hitter waits. That one fouled off. Holiday at first, one gone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are two down.
Batting fourth.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Pickoff throw. Holiday back in on a dive. Wouldn't chase that time. The 2-2. And that's outside.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning, and it's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. One left for the Orioles. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Mansardo. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one hammered. Cowser going back on this one. Forget it. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Brian Riccio. Kicks and deals.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. And another ball. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish. Known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
That clips the corner. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field, but then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders and throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And now 2 balls and a strike. And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's the second baseman. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Two down, nobody on. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. He's in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So up next, Angel Martinez. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And that one clips the corner. That's outside. It's 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one misses. 3-2 now. Guardians-Orioles on deck for the Guardians. At the belt and fires. On the ground right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Cleveland with the solo shot to take an early lead. It's now 1-0. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Rips one to right. That's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting seven. The first
Here's
baseman.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Man at first, one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Two outs. That's to third. Fires over to first. That ends the inning. And the Orioles leave one. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Guardians-Orioles. The pitch. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Righty delivers. And a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And another ball. Arias stands at first with one out. On the ground. And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Jose Ramirez. The 1-1. Fall off foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Hit in the air, center field. Cowser under this one. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Now at the plate, Kyle Mansardo. That clips a corner. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one missing low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count is filled up. Ryan Rocchio next to bat for Cleveland. Two on, 2 outs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The 1-1. Right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
The second baseman,
Jackson Holliday getting ready to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, and that one handled over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Orioles held in check there. They're down 1-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ryan Rocchio. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And the pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count's full. Outside, and that is ball 4. Here's the catcher to hit. Bo Naylor. Rocchio gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the second baseman.
The second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
And a foul ball. And the righty deals. That's a little bit low.
2-2. Yep.
And there's a ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Yeah, there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So first and second with one gone. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And another ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Late swing, foul to the left. Kicks and fires. That one missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
In the air, left field. Ward drifts towards it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now a chance for Guardians-Orioles. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Guardians strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Batted by him for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page.
The designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Next offering misses down and away.
2-1.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a pitch. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Swings here and blasts one left field. Kwan going back onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. 3 up, 3 down that time. We played 4. It's the Guardians 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, and now here is Stephen Kwan. The 1-1. This one smacked out to left center. Kaiser tracks it down for the out.
Now back, right fielder,
Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Henderson drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez hit his 200th career home run last season here in Cleveland, Boog. In fact, he hit home runs number 199 and 200 in the same game. The opponent in that one, the Boston Red Sox, just like today.
That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Digging in. That one drilled left field. Ward makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Guardians. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Colton Cowser. Left-hand batter waits. Oh, a great grab on the dive. On the run, sends it over to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Singy, it looked like you might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth the challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. No outs, runner at first. Stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, and in time, he's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed.
And a swing and a miss. 1 gone here.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone. And it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one missing low. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Rutschman retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
The Guardians up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-2. And another ball.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Jordan Westburg waiting on deck for the Orioles. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Inning over. 1 left for the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Wells.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Ryan Rocchio. That one to first, and that chance handled. Mountcastle takes it to the bag, 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And that one in the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Second baseman, Daniel
Here's the second baseman. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Stays alive. That's to third. Whips it across. And that is the inning. So they make short work of them there. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Third baseman.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now Jackson Holliday. And a ball evens the count. Into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip the cap.
Next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now the designated hitter.
Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Two outs. On the ground to the left. Ramirez sends it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that's the 3rd out. And the Orioles leave 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. The pitch. And that's down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
This one in the air, center field. Cowser sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's one down.
The bat, number 13.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. One down, base is empty. And that one ripped to left. 2 down. Man, that's
one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And another ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Guardians fail to score, but they still lead it 1-0. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now the left fielder, Taylor Wood. And it is 2-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounced up the middle. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Colton Cowser digs in now. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now Ryan Mountcastle. Good eye in that spot.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The line and pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and it remains 1-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. The pitch. On the ground. Henderson fires to first on the run. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. One down, base is empty.
That's outside.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Caught him looking for the K.
The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-2. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. And here it comes. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Manzardo on second. Roquillo on at first with 2 down. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pulls it down. He makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Colin Holderman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman.
These fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
1 ball.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. That one way inside. 2-2 down. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And here is Jeremiah Jackson. Kicks and deals to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Jordan Westburg.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, double play, and the inning is over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ennis.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, One-run game. Now it's the second baseman.
Daniel Schneeman.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now around second, going for third. The relay in there safely.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. But man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So digging in, Angel Martinez. Bounced out to short, gathers, and throws to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
The bat, number 13, shortstop,
Guardians-Orioles digs in for the Guardians.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
1-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. Next offering is in for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Guardians 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Sean Armstrong.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Holliday.
This guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That misses the zone, and the count 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
In the air, out towards left center, and there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
One down, base is empty. And now 2-2. Right-handed reliever misses, and it's a full count. Trying to close out a one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
The batter, the designated hitter, P.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso. A one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And a count 1-2. Armstrong is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final lineup for our
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Cleveland Guardians have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball and earned those wins, as you said. But every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today. But there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod on the mound, Trevor Rogers. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Now this is in the air down the line. Settles under this one. And there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Angel Martinez.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Kwan, the base runner at first with one out. That's to third. To second, there's one, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. And today's starter, Parker Messick.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Bottom of the first. Here's Leody Taveras.
the left fielder, Leody Taveras.
That one down the line. Ramirez zips it across, and a quick out, number 1. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. It features a great veteran presence, Pete Alonso.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
popped up. Hoskins moves under it and makes the grab. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 out, space is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. 2 out, space is empty. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. The line to kick the pitch.
Down to 3-2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ball popped up. Rocchio hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins. And the pitch. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball right back to the mound. And quickly 1 away in the second.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next, Kyle Manzardo. Second inning here, no score. And a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So in now for Cleveland, David Fry. And here it comes. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 outs. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Angel Martinez. The pitch. And there's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And the inning is over. Guardians lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Jordan Westburg. The pitch. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-2. Bounce to third. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Jackson Holiday digs in now. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Man at second. Gets under it and pops it up. Ramirez puts it away. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, The center fielder, Colton.
So next a hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Westberg, the runner at second with one away. In the air, right side. Jones makes the grab, and there's two down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley.
Runner at second, two down. Here in the third and final game of the series. That one hammered center field. Way back there. Gone! They must be going crazy in the dugout. Third home run of the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off. I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So two away with nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Jeremiah Jackson. 2 runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Next pitch misses way outside. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save. Hedges too late. And that one lifted in the air center field. Gets under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Now here's Nolan. Digging in, Nolan Jones. The 1-1. And it skips in the dirt.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Austin Hedges now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one fouled off. 2-2. And another ball. The Orioles leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Base knock right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And the pitch. Flips the corner. And a count 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Missing inside. And the count's even at 2. Left-hand batter waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tying run is at first here in the third and final game of the series. And it's filled up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ryan Rocchio getting on deck circle. In the air, center field, under it, brings it in, and there's one down.
Now the
Here's Brian Rocchio.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
2 on, 1 out. That one missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Chopped to the ground. Alonso over to second. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Guardians nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Leody Taveras. The 2-1. That's towards center. Martinez settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Here's the third baseman, Blaze Alexander. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. Stays alive.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
2 outs. Chop to the left side. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're up 2-0. Back now at Oriole Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. The next offering misses, and now it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner on the move. Pitch outside. Throw to second. He's safe.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
And it's second. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
You're usually going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And another ball.
2 strikes.
And a pitch.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The Guardians down by a pair. Top half of inning number 4. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder,
David Fry digs in for the Guardians.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Angel Martinez to bat next. The pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. Angel Martinez will hit next.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
They take the force out, and that is that. Guardians strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. And we're back.
Leading off.
The batter will be the shortstop, Jordan
the
Westburg.
shortstop, Jordan Westburg.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that one is lifted in the air. Jones moving under this one. 1 up, 1 down. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Man at first, 1 away. Fouls 1 off. 2-2. The pitch. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Got it by him for the K.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And he deals. They had a foul ball. The pitch. And another ball.
2-2 the count.
In the air out towards right center. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. And the Orioles leave 1. But they're on top 2-0. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the fifth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Fly ball down the line, dunks one into left.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Austin Hedges stands in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That one the other way. Pulls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 on, 1 out. Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. The 2-1. And that one fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Jeremiah Jackson. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground, and that one handled. Gets it to first, and O'Neill is retired.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here's Leody Taveras. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one almost hit him. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Good job to fight that one off. And here it comes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Get on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing this time around for the O's as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 1-2 now. Bangfoot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. It kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spin on it.
The Guardians trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge preparing to come on if needed. Number 60 getting cranked up as well. Kicks and deals. And another ball. Up the middle. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So in now for Cleveland, David Fry. Big swing and a miss.
2-2 now.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The Guardians down by a pair here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone. Going for the strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Orioles 2 and the Guardians nothing. Righty reliever out of the pen, Matt Vesta.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Matt Vesta.
And into the box for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander.
The third baseman, Blaze Alexander.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. A lefty up and throwing out there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Hedges on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And there's a ball.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And the righty deals. High fly ball, right field. Jones moving under it. Corrals it. 2 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jordan.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And gone! Home run number 15 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now here is Jackson Holliday. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that'll do it. Orioles add one on the solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
Number 1, Angel Martinez.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Line drive and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next, Nolan Jones. The pitch. Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now catcher,
Austin Hedges digs in for the Guardians. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Next offering is outside.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Wouldn't chase that time. Stephen Kwan up next. With the tying run at the plate, you're in the top half of inning number 7. And that'll load the bases.
The stage has been set for this offense, crew. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Keegan Aiken gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Next is the designated hitter, Stephen Kwan.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Fired to second, to first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brian Rocchio. And that's outside. And a count 2-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a ball popped up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 2 on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And now the lefty battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. Jones on third. Kwan at first. 2 out of the inning. Wouldn't chase that time.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Coming on for the Orioles, number 60.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here. But with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
So the tying run at second. Swung on, belted. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Colin Holderman.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
The center fielder, Colton Cowser.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Jackson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
1-1 now. Swings through that one out in front that time. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Ennis warming up as well. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And up next for Cleveland, David Fry. And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Tavares going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 62. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
For the Orioles, the designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the pitch. And
Ball
downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Fry brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
One down, base is empty. That's in there.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together for him. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Man at second with 1 away. Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Next offering misses. Now 2-2. Man at second. Bouncer to Hoskins. And he handles it himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 25, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
The pitch. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. One left for the Orioles. But they still lead it 3-1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
A little out front there as he swings through.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Good eye right there. The Orioles up by 2 here at the top of the ninth. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. One down, base is empty. And another ball. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swing and he breaks his back. Alonso makes the grab for the second out. Last out for the Guardians in this one. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 2 outs, base is empty. Helsley is just 1 strike away. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball inside. And the count is 2-2.
This was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final 3-1 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
Our final